last week for the 10-year screening anniversary of Loins of Punjab, because unfortunately the director tragically passed away a few years after that. A very talented young director who's also in the film, Manish Acharya. So that was. I remember asking the cinematographer, who's very, very talented, Arvind Khanna, who's a fantastic cinematographer. He was very upset after the screening as well for this reason, that it was not looking the way they wanted, because they were also learning on the job. The first 2, 3, 4 days of shoot, they were at a loss, because even he was coming to terms with the camera. It was right at the cusp of going from film to digital, and it wasn't even the digital as we know it today. It wasn't the 4K or even the 2K digital. It was still on HD tape, and so that's why I think, to answer your question, it did look quite this thing, because they were coming to terms with the technology at the time. But again, it was a great experience for me. I learned so much on that film from the director Manish as well. I remember, and something I'd love to share with you all as well, I was doing a scene with him, and I had to be embarrassed about. And I remember I was playing embarrassed, like I was trying to express that a lot on my face. And he said that, the less you do on your face, the audience will just superimpose what they're feeling as well for that moment on your face. Your face doesn't even need to say much, because I just need your face. The situation is going to play out in such a way that even if your face is absolutely blank, they will still laugh at it, because they're going to take the embarrassment of that moment and project it on your face. So I didn't need to do. So I learned how to do less, actually, in some ways from that shoot, which was very, a great learning experience for me. Yeah. Yes.
So your Marathi accent in Nautanki Sala was spot on. So
was it? Wow.
Was it natural, or did you practice it?
I've grown up in Bombay and Mumbai, and I mean, we've studied Marathi all through school. My wife is Maharashtrian.
That's the real answer.
My wife is but
he would not have been able to go home if he had done a bad job on the Marathi.
If I had done a bad job, I would have got quite a
from his in-laws.
Yeah. So there is some exposure to. I mean, growing up in Bombay, you have to be, right? So although I'm quite ashamed that my Marathi isn't great, I can get by, I can understand, and I can speak a little bit. But so it was just that, and then of course our screenplay writer Nipun Dharmadhikari is also Maharashtrian, so he was able to add that flavor and that little to a lot of the dialogues, and it was a lot of conversation with him which perfected some of the thing, because we had a full round of workshops before we actually went on the floor with the film, which was actually, again, the most for me, the most enriching part was actually working those scenes, figuring out solutions, and trying to perfect these kind of things, like so that's where we worked with Nipun, because even then we would make script changes. We'd say, yahan pe kuch, we can add a slight reference to something, or even blocking of scenes, because then when you go on to set, you're very clear in your head that your blocking is this, and your set design comes out of those workshops. Our set design evolved out of how our blocking was going to take place. So we actually worked. It's wonderful to work that way rather than to get action to fit into a set. You get the set to fit into your action. So that was really really exciting as well. Yeah. Yes.
How was it like working on Ye Jawani Hai Diwani with Ranveer and Ayan and both your brothers involved, Siddharth sir as a producer and Aditya as an actor?
Yeah. Siddharth honestly came on board much later in the process, because it was a Dharma film, and I think at the time UTV was also in the process of distributing and acquiring films. So he wasn't really involved as a producer, more like a person.
Production.
Yeah, during production. He was more, his company came on board as someone who's going to distribute the film in the final, like they take on this thing of the film and they ultimately distribute it. With Aditya, I actually just had like a couple of scenes or something. So it was very weird actually, because we've never, all through our years growing up, we've never acted on stage together. We've never acted together. So it was a very different sort of dynamic suddenly playing out. You know, how I am on set or how he is on set, they'll be completely two very different things. Because you do take on another persona on a set. You know, you have a certain way of functioning, and now to share that with your brother is a little bit weird. But we had fun. It was good. Ayan is a wonderful director. He's someone who likes to take his time, and there's a lot of trial and error. But he also does a lot of research and homework. Like I remember he sent me some references for that dance that I do in the thing, and he sent me some references of embarrassing dances through many films, you know, like and what he was actually going for. Of course, we just used that as a sort of
starting point.
Yeah, I think there's something in Bottle Rocket or something where some guy does some dance in front of a. So he sent me a few embarrassing sort of dances, and then we kind of kicked off from there. But he is someone who likes to really polish things, take his time over it. If he's not happy, then he's not happy. He wants to then cancel the whole schedule and do it later. And so he's one of, you know, he somehow, I think Karan also likes to mollycoddle him a little bit and say, nahi, aap karo, jaisa karna hai aap karo. So that's his way of functioning. Ranbir was great. I mean, this was also a while ago. This was 6 years ago. 2012. Yeah, 12.
So production was earlier. Production was about 7 years ago.
Yeah, about 7 years ago. So Ranbir was fun. Yeah, he's a fun guy to work with. Full of energy. Full of. He's quite spontaneous. I'd say that about him also. He's quite spontaneous in a scene. So that's nice.